You are not you when you're lonely. When we are lonely, we are unable to attract the best people, the best experiences, and the things that we truly deserve in our life. That's because when we allow ourselves to entertain those feelings of loneliness, it can put us in a more desperate energy where we start attracting misaligned connections, misaligned people, and misaligned business opportunities. Everything in your life can feel out of alignment. So the first thing that you can do to get everything into alignment, to start feeling like a magnet to the things that you actually want, the people that you want to connect with, and all of the things that you desire in your life, is to break the pattern of loneliness. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that in this video. So many of us feel lonely, and I don't blame us, because the way that our society is structured is not the way that we biologically need it to be. Humans have biological needs, physiological needs to be in connection with other people, to be able to speak openly and freely with others, to be able to connect openly with a community. And the way that our society is currently structured makes this very, very difficult. And for so many of us that are very unique or in our own unique alternative path, we might not have anyone in our immediate vicinity or in our reality that we can really feel connected to and really relate with. On top of that, we were all fed programming from a very, very young age that your Prince Charming or your princess would come one day and you would no longer feel lonely. And what this is destination happiness. Once you have this thing, once you achieve this goal, once you get to this point, then you will no longer feel any of the negative feelings that you felt before. And this is a lie. This is not true. The more that we feed into destination happiness, the more unhappy we will find ourselves throughout the journey and when we actually achieve that goal. When we break the pattern of loneliness and we no longer have any sort of desperation in our auric field, that's when we can attract our dream partner, our dream job opportunities, our dream lifelong friends and community that we've always been craving. So the first step in breaking this pattern is admitting that you are feeling this way. There's nothing wrong with you, and this isn't a bad thing to admit about yourself. If we find ourselves feeling lonely, the best possible thing that we can do is be honest with ourselves. When we practice integrity and when we practice honesty, even with ourselves when nobody else is looking, we actually start to dissipate that lonely feeling because you're doing something that you haven't done before, which is actually being there for yourself. You're giving yourself space for your higher self to come in. And this leads us to the second part of breaking the pattern of loneliness, which is feeling comfortable with yourself. Being able to comfort yourself through difficult emotions, through fears, through triggers, being able to be your own best friend, being able to laugh with yourself, have fun with yourself. It is impossible to feel lonely when you feel so completely aligned and connected with yourself and your purpose. And this actually protects our energy. It protects us from going down paths that are not in our highest timeline and not in our highest good. It protects us from behaving in desperation. It protects us from being blind to red flags, and it can protect us from getting distracted from the things that are truly fulfilling to our soul.